pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Okay. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Baker. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Going to try to get it himself. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give is to Smith. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder. One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory, they need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. The quick out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lacy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Right down the middle. Got him in the open. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith takes the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds space on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Quarterback adapted. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Davidson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give is to Smith. Past the sticks, and he may get more. It's a seam wide open. He's got 69 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
He has so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut him down in the red zone, and not give him a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Now on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Sends him back in motion. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They believe they can run right here. Ran through the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by 11 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback extends the play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And it's caught inside the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Plows through the defense. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback keeper. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then they're
turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making a big tackle in the open field.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The option look. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle of Hawkins. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella to the corner. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that... play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Okay, ready? The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. Quick step and go. At the 35, he's loose. Touchdown, Canes. And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 19 to LSU. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Madden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's third and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
Turns on the Jets. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quick handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Smith takes the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
And the Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this first down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
Tries to get it on the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Offense at an empty set. Taylor wants to throw. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
To throw, it's Baker. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Taylor. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in his slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
The offense hops it up, and they were on the move. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Quarterback keeps it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Simon. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run play action. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 24 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Taylor wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give is to Smith. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
To the air, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Davidson. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Timeout. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 33. A 43-yard attempt for the win. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lead.